Hello guys, welcome back to another video. My name's Sheepdog74 and let's get into this video. So today, as you can see probably by the title, I wanted to talk about two money making methods. I'm going to focus mostly on one of them today though, but I will talk briefly about the other. But pretty much so we just check our credit balance here. Yeah, it's gone quite up a bit since the last time I played, and that's mostly from just a couple of days work. So, and of course I'm in Jameson's Memorial, which in case you didn't know is in the system Shinata Desra, which you can only unlock if you have the Founder's Permit, and you get the Founder's Permit when you get Elite in something. There's when I got it, that's the 29th of May, and I'm Elite in Trading. And, you know, so this method can get you to Elite really quickly, or a lot quicker than other methods, and also, of course, it gives you a big credit balance. So what on earth is this new method then, which I would call ludicrous? Well, it pretty much involves you going back and forth between two systems. This system can be any system as long as it has a faction in expansion, because then you get these special missions. But pretty much what you have to do is you can go to any system that's in expansion. I don't think this one actually is in expansion at the moment, so that's a bit unlucky. But if you can, then go to this one, Rana, because it's one of the best for this method. But pretty much you're going to go to Rana and then you're going to dock, and then when you get in, I would just go to Ali Hub, whatever. But pretty much you go there and then you use a cargo ship, and then just stock up or look up a mission with a little mining icon. I'll see if I can find one on here that's got the mining icon on it. Of course, Shinata Desra doesn't have these types of missions. Oh yeah, here it is. So you want to look for this little like asteroid symbol, and with the little circle, which means it's recommended as a wing mission. As for the ship, I'm in a Type 9 Heavy. Of course you can do this in any trading ship or multi-ship, but I'm in the Type 9. I could have gone for the Imperial Cutter, but it only gave me a little bit extra space, so I didn't think there was much point, and with the price tag it's at as well. But yeah, you don't want any hard points. There's no need for hard points. Don't need any utilities. As for core, I've gone with 6D power plant. Basically derate everything apart from your fuel tank, obviously, and put your frame shift to 8. And for optional internals, fill it up all with cargo racks. I have added a Guardian frame shift drive booster because then I have just enough jump range for when I'm full to get from Rana to the I guess you could call it a depot, and I have a Super Cruise Assist and advanced docking computer just to make the travel a bit quicker. But yeah, so you can do this in any ship. If you don't have enough though, for a type 9, then what you can do is you can go into where is it, Python. You can get Python, kit it out with passenger missions, and then go to, or not passenger missions, passenger spaces, and then go to where is it? Where is it? Oh, over here, right. Rubigo, and do the Rubigo mines missions, where you take people from Rubigo to this place called Sophis and Sirius Atmospheric. It's in here, and then you take them back, and you get roughly 33 million per run if you have a couple of missions, but they're usually only 5 million a mission, maybe 3, 2, and then down to 1, depending on how many people you're carrying at a time, of course. But yeah, so I'd recommend doing these missions. If you don't already have a Type 9 and you want to get one fairly close, Wolf 124 has all you need to build your ship or whatever. So it's fairly close to Rana. And then this is kind of like your depot area over here, Tau Ceti, which we're going to visit now, because we might as well, because I don't think currently this is an expansion. So it's just a bit unlucky. It obviously depends, it changes from time to time. I might as well stick with you for the journey as well. But how much are we actually going to make then? Well, you can make quite a fair amount, to be fair. Like, there are some missions where you can get 50 million. 50 million is the max per mission, but you can get 50 million per mission sometimes. Not all the time. You can get ones which are only 30 or 40, but I'd still recommend doing them. Anything above 30 is good enough, I'd say. There can be mission droughts sometimes as well. Like sometimes I've had it where it's only a few missions, and then all of a sudden there isn't any missions. So that can get a bit annoying, but like, yeah, it's not too bad. But yeah, I haven't been doing these missions too much, and I've already got, like, I'm pretty sure I had 700 million. I've bought my Type 9 and kitted it out, and then within like 2 or 3 days, probably about maybe 2 or 3 hours play, and I'm already up to 968 million. It's almost 1 billion. And of course I'm on console, so we haven't got Odyssey yet. I wouldn't mind getting a fleet carrier before Odyssey is done, so this is an extremely good method to get it a lot quicker. But I wouldn't be surprised if it did end up getting patched fairly soon, because it's that ludicrous. But yeah, so you wanna look for these minerals or materials, metals, whatever you want to call them, and then you're gonna buy them from this place where we're jumping to. You're gonna buy them there, and then you're gonna take them back, and then you dump them in, and you just keep doing that. Obviously, the more people there are, the more money you can get, and the more money you can get, obviously the quicker it is to get whatever you want. I'm sure that Odyssey is going to have some expensive stuff. I haven't really been looking into Odyssey, to be fair, because I want to keep it a bit of a surprise for when I first step on a planet. But yeah, and of course your rank goes up really quickly as well. So that is very good to see for Elite. And then of course once you get Elite, then you can go to Shanata Desra, and then when you're at Shanata Desra, it's got Jameson's Memorial, which sells every ship and module at discounted price, so it's a very good home base. But we are finally jumping to the system now then, which has all of the stuff that we need. So usually I either go to Ortiz Monero City or to where is it? I'll look on the map for you instead. I usually go to Ortiz Monroe City or oh, have they renamed it? Huh. There was a outpost or whatever which was called like I can't remember what it's called, but something Mc something orbital, I think. But I don't know where it's gone. They might have renamed it or something. But this is usually the one that you go to, and you can see it's extremely close already. So you know, makes the trip not that far away. This is one of the reasons why it's the better one, and you can just do the trick as well. You just need to get a bit closer and a bit faster, and then we can do the trick. There we go, and then that should get me straight towards it. Sometimes it doesn't work 'cause it's so close, but we'll have to see if I can catch this. Yeah, there you go. But yeah, here is the station where you're going to be buying stuff from. Usually, there was obviously that McOrbital place, because sometimes this place runs out of like one or two minerals or whatever. But most of the time, it's just fine. But I'll see you when I land, and then we can see what we're going to be purchasing.
Scam detected. Hull integrity compromised.
Now, as you can see there, I did take a bit of damage. That's just a weird glitch, I think, with the docking computer. But it's nothing to worry about, because of course repairs are extremely cheap. At least for me. Perhaps maybe not for a new player, but this isn't exactly a method for new players, so yeah, so we finally docked at this city. Of course their market is extraction, so you might be asked to buy cobalt, which they have over 1 million of, so that's good for you. Gallite, they have tons of, almost 2 million. Indite, they have a fair amount of this. They do run out, but they've got a fair amount. And Petrandite, that was it. Petrandite, you often get missions for as well. And you can see 16,000, 5,000. Gallite is 10,000. Indite is 9,000. So it's usually about 7 to 15 million per full cargo. Like, as you can see, if I bought a full cargo, that's 12 million. But at this point it should be fairly fine, and you might have wingmates which are able to fill their cargo spaces as well. But so yeah, once you've filled up, then well, of course, first you would have gone to Rana to get your mission over here. I just wanted to show you what the materials you can get are. But first you go to Rana, you pick up your mission, then you go here and you get your materials, and then once you've done that, then you head back to Rana, as I am now, and then you dump on your materials. And their missions usually are about 760 to 800, sometimes 900, and sometimes like 2000 if it's cobalt. For like how much tons you need to donate, because of course you're supposed to be mining this, but the fact that there's this system right here, it just means you can buy all of it. So that's why it gives you so much, because you're supposed to be buying all of this, but of course you don't need to, because it's just right here. So yeah, no, it's a bit cheaty, but you know. And the moment mining isn't brilliant, and I mean, Rubigo is fine, it's 33 million a run, but I can literally get that in one mission, and I can do multiple missions at a time. And of course you can, since it's a wing mission, you can share it with your friends as well, so they also get the full 33 million or 50 million from a mission. So yeah, it's a really good method. Now I won't take credit for this method because I didn't find it out. I actually found out from someone called Hawks Gaming, who does Elite Dangerous videos. So I watched one of his, and then I did this method, and I realised that this really was a good method. Some of the mining methods which I've done in the past, and Rubigo and stuff, none of them compared to this. So probably you would have already heard of this method if you watched Hawks Gaming, but this is more just a check-in on how I'm doing in Elite and how I'm making so much money, and then just if you didn't see his video, then you can pick up tips and how to do it yourself as well. But of course, just a quick version, I suppose, and probably a more explained version to be fair, is over on his channel, so you can go and take a look at that instead. But this was just a check-up to show how I've got to Elite and how I've got so much money, almost $1 billion. So, oh, and I've overshot this. Well, I'll see you when I actually get there.
Hull integrity compromised.
So yeah, again, that same thing happened to me where it's damaged my hull slightly, but that's just fine. I don't really care too much. But yeah, we finally docked. I went to Ali Hub, which is where I've been going all the time. So we just trying to refuel, and then I'll show you what kind of mission you can get. I'll see though. I don't know if the station will be offering them at the moment. Yeah, no, these aren't the usual jobs, so no, they're not offering at the moment. But where it says state up there next to government, that should be an expansion, and then you can start doing these missions. So it's different at different times. It might take a couple of days or so, or a few hours. It's all really different. But yeah, unfortunately there's no missions at the moment, but I'm sure fairly soon the missions will come back, and then you can do this lucrative method. But yeah, I haven't done an Elite Dangerous video in a while, so I just decided to give a little check up on how I'm doing in Elite, and how I've been making my money, and how I've got to Elite rank now. And perhaps if you hadn't already heard this method, you now have heard it now, so you can do it for yourself. Yeah, this will conclude today's video then. So if you did enjoy, then you can go ahead and hit the like button. If you enjoy all of my content, and you want to see me play Odyssey, because I will be playing that as soon as it comes out for console, which should be in autumn, so it's a bit of a way, but that just means more time for me to get enough to buy a fleet carrier and have a fair amount, because I'm guessing that suits and weapons and everything that's coming in Odyssey won't be extremely cheap, so it's always good to have a fair amount in the bank. But yeah, this has been Chief Dog 74. Comment on anything you want as well. But until then, it's been Chief Dog 74, and I'll see you guys in the next video.